Alrighty then, let's get shooting today. All right, here we go. Get out of my way. I said get out of my way. I said get out of my gosh darn. Oh, sorry. Yeah, normally I'm polite, but there's times where, you really want to strangle someone when they're trying to jump in front of your shot. So what's my point? Photography etiquette. So what are some do's, what are some don'ts? How do you kind of handle the situations? Here to give you some quick pointers, some basic ones. And if I were to make a whole video on this, it'd probably be like 67 minutes and 43 seconds long. So add yours down below as you're watching. So here we go, photography etiquette, do's and don'ts while you're shooting. This one really kind of helps with wedding photography, but it could apply to anything else, which a lot of these tips will. Number one, blend in. You don't have to be flashy. You're there to do a job. You're not there to necessarily stand out. If you're shooting the wedding, you're there to shoot them. It's their day, not yours. You're there to help out and, do your job. Just don't stand out. There's no need. The whole goal is to blend in. So don't be rude, be respectful, blend in. Now this one gets tricky, especially if you're shooting just anything in general. You're there to do a job. Obviously, you're getting paid well, hopefully, but you don't necessarily have to always get in someone's way. And what I mean with that is with letting someone else take a photo. Once you get your shots, once you're happy with what you get, let other people go. You don't always have to be in front of them. Yeah, you're there to do a job. Yes, you can be in front of them because you're being paid, but you can also show some respect as well and let them get their shots. And there's even times where I let, just to make the family happy, the grandmom get her photo first. It loosens up the group or whatever. And I get my photos, boom, done, looks good. Then you move on to the next thing. So be respectful no matter what. And I hope, and especially with the recent news, the photographer that was killed trying to photograph Justin Bieber, please don't comment on that. But try putting yourself in harm's way. Unless you're a war photographer or a war journalist, you don't really need to be stepping in front of a car. You don't need to be just putting yourself in danger for no real reason. A lot of people make the argument, well, you're trying to pay the bills. That's true, but I'd rather try to miss a couple bucks than, lose my life. So it's not really an etiquette per se. It's just about being smart. Think on your feet. If it feels like it's going to be a bad situation, it's going to be a bad situation. So there's really nothing to risk your life for. So be careful, be safe. And this one's huge. Never expect, don't assume to get special treatment because you're the pro photographer. Once again, you're there to do a job just like the caterer is, just like the DJ is, just like the venue and everyone around. They're not getting special treatment. They're getting paid just like you. Put it this way, if you come off as sincere, you're going to get some, special treatment anyway. Maybe access to something, something no one else can do, which is pretty awesome. If you come off genuine, sincere, caring, and which just should exude from your personality anyway, then basically it will read off to other people around the area and you can get some awesome stuff and you'll be really part of the scene and the family, especially for the day. They'll make you feel like one with them. These next two really kind of tie in and there's some quick ones to come up. If you're not sure of something, just ask. Now, what do I mean? If you're not sure, hey, should I take a picture of group A or group B? Ask the client, get their opinion. They're paying you. So really ask if there's a doubt or should I not take a picture of this, which is my next thing. Typically, if you feel like you shouldn't be taking the photo, say someone eating food or whatever because you think it's gonna suck, well, there you go. Follow your gut and don't take the shot. Now, what about saying if you're driving by and all of a sudden there's a crime scene, you feel like you can get an awesome photo, but think about your ethics, think about your morals, and really, should you take that shot? And I really wanted to get a couple points on night photography as well. It's just 2 quick points. Bring a buddy so that way, it's dark, late at night. You never know what's gonna happen. Bring a buddy, and plus, it's late. Try to stay awake, especially for the drive or anything like that. But wear bright clothes. I've been on a couple shoots at night for video and photography, and the crew's wearing black clothes with no light. What is the point in that? So wear some bright clothes. It's all about being safe, not putting yourself in harm's way. So do that, please. And the last 2 I'm gonna come at you involve wedding photography. Never, ever, ever yell, and this goes back to the first point in the video, never yell at someone or scream at someone because they jumped in the way, you know, of you taking your photo. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna seem like a dick and an ass. And they're not really good buddies. Well, so I really wouldn't suggest doing that. Be nice, be respectful, be kind, say, hey, let me get my photos real quick. Give me a couple minutes, let me get my poses, and then I will gladly let you go in there, and then say, hey, why don't you get in there? I'll take a photo with myself, with my own camera, and then with yours. So just turn it into something better. Don't yell, don't scream. It's completely pointless, and you look like unprofessional to other people. And my last point is probably one of the key points to wedding photography, or maybe modeling or boudoir or anything. Don't necessarily hit on the female. Don't hit on the bride. It's not a good idea unless you want to, first of all, get fired in a one-way trip to the pavement. Well, hey, pretty lady, how are you doing today? You know what? I'm going to get your number right after I take some nice photos. You're not hitting on me like that. You're just hitting on me. Steve, go get him. Steve, go get him. Go get him now. Oh, God, no. No, I didn't mean it. So there are a couple tips for you in regards to photography etiquette. As I said, there's more to add, so leave them down below. Eric Rossi, the guy with the giving you some tips on what not to do, what not to say, react, anything like that while on a shoot or in general. It applies to basically every photography thing, but basically be respectful, be safe, and you'll be fine. So have a good one. Learn some etiquette, why don't you?